Welcome to the Jersey Shore Spirits Podcast, still to be named. I'm Chuck.
We're back, and I'm Shannon. And of course, we have our guy, Mike Braun. Yeah, let's do it. All right, didn't know we had a whole crowd here today.
Shannon, we're back. How do you like them apples?
I do like them. Now that you brought that up, I had a delicious Cosmic Crisp apple a couple of days ago. Have you had a Cosmic Crisp before?
So, fun fact, I'm allergic to apples.
Oh.
So, no, I have not.
Wow.
I can only eat apples cooked. Apples are one of my favorite things on earth. I'm dead serious.
What are you, a dog?
That's funny.
I can only eat it cooked.
Yeah, skin on apples for some reason. Close up. You never heard the me and John during COVID when we used to do the fruit challenge?
No, I have not.
Okay,
This is a great way to start.
Yeah, let's start out with this. So during COVID, what would happen is they used to give away like these grocery boxes and you go to Crawford, they had the truck pull in, and you get the grocery box.
Okay.
Right? So we would go and get two, or they would go and get them, and we split it. And it came with like milk, and it was all like essential stuff, which was great. It was really cool actually. And me and John, because we were bored and it was COVID, would say, okay, today's challenge is let's see if we're allergic to plums. And we would each take a plum, and we take a bite out of it. And how you feeling, John? My throat's getting a little itchy. Yeah, mine is too. So we would basically like test our fruit allergies during COVID because it was something to do.
Well, I thought you and John were doing something completely different when it's called the fruit challenge.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But
That's the cup challenge. Yeah, again, recover from that. Go.
I was gonna say, what was the game plan if you were highly allergic to something?
We have something to do. We'd go to the hospital. COVID was a very boring time. I didn't handle COVID very well.
I think my other question is, how did you not have a plum your whole life?
I've had plums, I just didn't know if I'm allergic. Like some of my fruit allergies didn't happen. I wasn't always allergic to
So
apples.
you developed them later
I got
on.
older.
Now, at the top of your game, when you weren't allergic to apples, did you have a favorite type?
Honeycrisp.
Okay.
I'm Honeycrisp.
It's a good call.
I love Honeycrisp.
Honeycrisps are good.
I like Granny Smiths too, but Honeycrisps are definitely.
Granny Smith.
I'm a Granny Smith guy.
Is OG.
Yeah, I like the sourness of a Granny Smith,
Yep,
but
me too.
Honeycrisps have that unbelievable sweet taste.
Those yellow ones are my jam.
Okay.
I do like those. That's like a nice, easy eat. You know, I'm just looking for a
I love
snack
the
that
yellow
doesn't
ones.
require the tartness.
Yeah.
You know.
But apple pie is my favorite pie. Like I love apple flavor.
Well, let me tell you, the honey crisp is good, but the Cosmic
Yes.
Crisp is out of this world. Yes, pun intended.
But
But
I have to believe you on that.
it just has a great crunch to it. Like I wish I might have one in my backpack right now.
You
that
want
I
to test
could
my
get.
allergy while we're here?
I kind of do. I just want everyone to hear the
No,
crunch of
'cause
this
I'll be like,
apple.
"Eh."
Yeah, hang on. Listen to this.
And we'll just watch Chuck fall to the
I
side.
won't. I won't
Keep
put
going.
it near you.
Watch my throat close up as we.
I hope I have this apple in here.
You know what's funny though?
Yes.
I was eating Cosmic Crisp, and you walked into the meeting chewing on that. You're like, I love a Cosmic Crisp. I'm like,
So this is
All
not
right.
my first time I've shared my affinity for the Cosmic.
no,
Crisp.
you came into a meeting really going to town on one of them.
All right. Yeah, I took
Hey
me
now.
This is
That's
going
the next
to,
podcast.
This is going to tie me up for a few seconds, Chuck. So once I take this bite, obviously compliment the crunch that you're going to hear. I'll put the apple away so it's far away from it, but then we're just going to catch up. We haven't talked to each
Yeah,
other.
let's
in a
actually do a
while.
podcast while we're here instead of an apple podcast.
Hang on. So let me just get the crunch here. You're gonna love this, and everyone who's listening that's in the ASMR, they're gonna be into it. Just don't use this microphone. We'll have to mark this. This is the Apple microphone. Here we go.
That is an amazing crunch.
You should do movie sounds.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good crunch. I will say, I hope your allergy's not airborne.
My allergy's not that bad. Like, I could touch the apple.
Okay.
I can, if I take the skin, I think it's the skin on the apple. I still to this day believe it's pesticide.
Mhm.
Like I think it's a pesticide on the fruit. I don't really think it's
Most likely.
But I don't want to go through the energy of washing off the wax off the fruit, so I just deal with it. It's called laziness, right?
Okay, we're starting today.
We're going.
All right.
Let's go.
Don't know how that came about. Either way, you're welcome, everyone.
This is a spirits podcast, right?
It's been about, well, you can use apples to make spirits.
You absolutely
Here we
can.
go. Tie it in.
Apple brandy.
We will.
Mm-hmm. Great Todd shared that one with us.
Great
Yes.
Todd, where you at, Todd?
Shout out to you somewhere in the PNW. It's been a month since we've done this podcast at the Seaside Social House during the Polar Bear Plunge.
It has been a while. That was a great time too.
That was a really great
Wow,
time.
we haven't done a podcast since the Polar
It's
Bear
been that
Plunge.
long.
Wow.
We survived, by the way. Everyone survived the Polar Bear
Everybody
Plunge.
went in the water. Everybody came back.
In one piece, of sound mind and body, most of all. Highlight of my night was your hot tub, Chuck.
I forgot that was the hot tub night.
That was a great time.
Shannon in the hot tub for 2 hours. We had to bring his birthday cake out to him in the
It
hot
was
tub.
amazing. It was a really good way to celebrate the 4-0. It's a good time.
I've never seen you happier.
I was having.
You were like so happy that night. If we just had a cosmic Chris back.
Oh man,
It would have been the greatest night of your life.
bobbing for apples in the hot tub. So long month. We've all been pretty busy. I would say that we probably haven't really seen each other that much.
Yeah,
Aside
it's
from
been a busy
the
month.
business meetings that we've had,
Right.
we haven't really had a lot of time to hang out. We did get to hang out at our local haunts. We got to go to CG's last night. Everyone's super cool there. The staff is just top notch, man. I love it that they come over and just friends.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and it's real. But
They
you know
all
what?
come over. That's actually the coolest thing, by the way. So anybody from CG's, if you're listening, the fact that you guys spend the time to come over, say hello each individually, like I love that.
And that's what they do there. That's why they're a neighborhood spot that just is getting big and it's popular. So shout out to you, CG's. But we did get to hang last night. We got to talk a little business, talk a little baseball, talk a little everything. And that led us to, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Let's pop on the pod. So Chuck, what have you been up to the last month, dude?
Going.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I broke something in the bathroom a couple weeks ago. One of the tile shelves, I smashed it by accident. And that led to an entire renovation of our bathroom, right down to the bones. So I had it gutted to the studs and redid everything in there. It is all back together now, originally. So,
Nice job.
So in that time frame, the only thing I still have to finish up is the tile, which I'm hoping to get done today after this podcast. That's what I'll be doing if anybody wants a tile.
You might not want us to help with that.
And then the bathroom's back together, and then now I got to get ready for my niece is actually getting married in the middle of this month.
Oh, okay.
So I have to have the house ready for her. She wants to be here pre-wedding to like host
Oh,
like
sick.
Very
hair,
nice.
makeup, all that kind of stuff.
Very
So
nice.
my garage will become a beauty salon for a few hours, I think. So I have to have everything ready. So we're kind of, that's it. As you can see, the lawn has been ripped up in the front of the house. We put new lawn in.
Yeah, it's looking good.
New
You
landscaping in.
Was it
I did not do
Sergio?
that. Sergio.
Sergio,
My man
the man.
Sergio.
You called it, Mike.
Yeah.
Sergio is the man.
My man Sergio.
I've got another. He just did some work at my house, and now I'm going to call him for another project. He's
Yeah.
the best.
He's actually mowing my lawn now too.
Oh, good.
Because the guy who did my landscaping, who did my lawns, unfortunately had like a medical condition. He can't do it anymore.
Oh man, hope he's
Yeah, it
alright.
was kind of last minute too. He just sent a letter to us right at the beginning of the season. So, and it's a really good friend of my sister's, like a really good friend of my sister's. Like she's known him since high school. So I hope he's doing well. But yeah, so Sergio's doing my lawn.
He sent you a written letter.
He sent a letter to all his clients. It was like I think it was emailed.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, shout out to him for actually stuffing envelopes and being a USPS
200.
patron.
We're done.
Right.
Jesus, my hands hurt.
Nowadays, even just emailing all your clients instead of just not showing up and disappearing off the face of the earth.
Yeah, it
there's
was
something to be said for that.
And it was the
That is
beginning of
nice.
the season too, so like he let us give us some like time to find somebody. He didn't send.
No, I was like, man, that is great. I
My
love that.
finger-
He also
Sir.
handed them out.
America's back.
Now your back's gonna hurt. You're full
Still
landscaping
alive.
duty.
Well, it sounds like you've got a lot going on here, Chuck. Have you done anything personally rewarding in the last 4 or so?
I don't think I've had time for rewarding things in the last few
Maybe
weeks.
something nice for yourself. Have you done anything fun?
Good question.
Man, this is depressing.
Isn't that crazy?
I've been
I'm
consumed.
hoping I don't get this question either. I can't-
I've been consumed with this bathroom and this distillery, and
Yeah.
I don't think I've had time to do. I mean, last night with you guys, that was the most, the most going out or fun that I've done. Maybe we've been to CDs maybe once or twice in the last month. I just want to get through this next month or so. Now we have prom season coming up, so we're gonna
Oh,
do that.
yeah.
Alex has her first prom next weekend, so
Growing up. Mike, what about you, man? What's your month been like?
Kind of same as Chuck. I'm trying to think what was the personal rewarding stuff. There's a lot going on medically at home, which I'm not going to get into on here.
Yeah.
We're getting better with that, and
yeah, we'll pull records next week. For
Everyone's okay. Everyone's okay.
Everyone's okay.
Okay.
We're heading towards surgery, but it should be making everything better. But really, the main focus has been decision on college, and Maggie has decided she's going to go to Montclair.
That's awesome.
So we
Congrats.
visited there, and she's happy, and prom season again. Alex and Maggie are both seniors, so prom will be next month. So it's kind of cool because somebody I work with is going to come and do her hair and makeup and like all those things
That's
that
nice.
we're putting into place, and that's kind of the rewarding stuff. Watching her march towards graduation, that's the rewarding piece. For me personally, it's just, it's hectic. It's all the things that we're doing with the distillery and work, as you know, how that gets crazy. But, Rick's asked me to go to CG's a couple of times, and I haven't been able to do it. It's just been too busy.
Rick, he just doesn't want to go with
I'm surprised he ever
I hope you're
leaves
listening.
CG's.
What's that?
Every time I go
Doesn't
there,
he
I
just
see him
sleep
there?
there?
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
Mike
I see Rick
is
almost
there,
every
is all there. Your friends are just like, they have their own residences set up
They do.
at their spots that they
There's
like.
specific tables, yes.
We charge rent at Freehold Distilling Company, by the way, boys, so don't get any ideas. Was that the Murphy bed?
Yeah.
My daughter has a Murphy bed.
That's cool. So let's turn it to you, Shannon.
Well,
what have you been doing?
Well, now that you guys didn't do anything fun, I'm not going to share it.
No, please.
There goes
Let us
my
live
weekend.
vicariously through you,
Yeah,
Shannon.
I mean, you guys know how it is. We're all dads. We're all, we have our primary jobs that we're working on. We have our distillery things. We have our other passions we pursue, which, if you're not treating those things like a job, then you might be doing it wrong. Even with me playing in the band with the Shoreline Howlers, yeah, we're having fun, we're friends, we're doing what we love, but there's also the business aspect, right? We're trying to build up the funds to pay for the recording, to put out the record, to fund some other things that we need, to potentially get more shows and play more people. So having those conversations is funny because when I take my experience that I've had with you guys in the business and even apply the ideas of marketing through social media to how am I building my set list for tomorrow, which song is going to be the one that everyone in the room will stop and be like, oh, that's cool, even if they don't like the kind of music we play. So that strategy's been fun, but
Do I get to pick a song next time if I come to it?
when we do some covers, yeah, for sure. Give me one and we'll rehearse.
I will pick one.
But yeah, I mean, we've been doing the band, been doing work, coaching the softball team. I don't really like to identify when and where I'm at to associate, but I do coach a softball team, and that's been fun. This time of the year is always nice to get outside, and it's a busy time of year. Everything's dwindling down with the kids and school, so it's nice to have that couple hours a day where I'm outside. I'm not worried about anything other than a game, and everyone's having a good time. So excited to be back on the podcast, talk about some of the other things that are going on with the business. And this is the moment where things are kind of zooming through, and Chuck, you've said it the whole time, it's going to go fast.
It's going to go from 0 to 100 in a minute, and it did.
I mean, I can't believe we're
And it's going to get
May.
faster than this even. So
Yeah, and we're approaching May, and there's so many conversations being had. So let's get into our business updates. A lot is continuing to move. There are changes that are happening. The building is transforming. What's up with our building updates? What's going on with construction?
Yeah, so let's do exterior first. They painted some of the facade, which the big thing is the sign is going up this week. The big sign.
Yes.
I actually just messaged him to find out when, because the marketing guys want to come in and video that. We had our rough electrical, which we passed. We had our rough framing, I think, we passed. The rough HVAC, we passed. And the fire blocking, we actually failed for a couple small things, nothing like major.
So Chuck, when you say it's a rough inspection, I'm not well versed in these things, but what is a rough inspection versus just an inspection?
Yeah, so the process is you get your permits, and then the rough is like all the initial stuff before you can. So basically, once we pass this fire blocking, which I hope is sometime this week, we can start insulating. Not insulating, because we did insulate actually. That was part of the fire blocking. We can start sheetrocking the walls, which is the biggest transformation for us.
That's going to be wild.
In such a long time.
That's
And
gonna
now
be
we're
crazy.
closing up walls. And then once you do that, it's spackle, sand, paint, flooring, finished stuff. So we are a few weeks away from being in the finish category. I mean, I have spoken to most of our vendors. They all want to bring their stuff there. Our big equipment, I think, is going to get finished in the next week or so. So that's Abe is finishing up this equipment.
Honest Abe. They're in Nebraska, right?
They're in Nebraska.
Good old Tanner.
I spoke to my man Tanner, who was actually in Philly this week and he didn't tell me.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
Tanner.
He's like,
Gotta
oh, if you
stop
could come
by.
down, let's have breakfast. I was like, you told me the day before. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But, it was like a last minute thing. He got out to Philly for a show.
Like a concert or like
No, like an industry show.
I would have taken him to Subway for a cheesesteak, man.
Got some Mickey D's on the menu for tonight. I think that's going to be ready this week. He told me he's going to send me pictures of where we're at so far. The bar equipment has been done, actually. It's been sitting there, so they've been trying to bring it in. I'm trying to get that scheduled, but we need paint and flooring for that to come in. So we're probably a few weeks away from that. I just moved the golf simulators back a little bit. because they want to be in there when everything is like finished,
Right.
dust free.
Yeah.
So I moved
sure.
that to I think the first or second week of June. AV guy is just scheduled to come in and put in all the speakers and stuff.
It's gonna be so
TVs.
sick. I can't wait to run music through there.
That is the first week of June. So busy. I mean, we're busy. Like, and that's the thing when you say like, hey, what have you done that's fun? I really honestly just haven't had time for fun. Like, we've been so over the top busy. We have some like boiler stuff we're dealing with right now that we're just trying to get that in place. It's inside, but we're trying to get that hooked up. Nick is supposed to be there, I think, this week, running some like kind of final electrical stuff. I was there this morning going over camera placements. So it's just been busy.
It's
It's
crazy.
been busy.
Well, I mean, it's all very good, busy stuff, but word of advice, make some time for yourself and do
Yeah.
something fun, man. It's important.
I did last night.
Yep.
Yeah, you could do a
I
little
mean,
more.
we did a little business last night, but yeah, no, we'll do some stuff.
Yeah.
It's coming. I mean, it's coming up the summer. I got to get some stuff. Like I said, I got to get stuff done around here for these home events that we're having, and then it's summer, man. We'll do some summer stuff.
Good.
Sure.
You need to, because you got to keep your mind right so you can keep your grind tight.
Nice.
It's important. I say that one a lot. That's one of my go-tos there.
I'm getting a poster made of that. I
You
like
should.
it. I like it.
And I hope it
T-shirts.
has you in a Padres jersey.
It's not happening.
Let's talk about our marketing. Marketing has been insanely effective
Marketing has been killing.
and easy.
Yeah.
It has been very easy to work with our guys
Mm-hmm.
at 3D Dreams and our Master Hand Media friends. They have done such a great job, and everyone behind the scenes with them working. With the marketing on our social media through Freehold Distilling Company and also with Three Brooks Bourbon and Get Ready with Tea, we've been collaborating on some posts that are kind of spotlighting our community partners from restaurants and bars and liquor stores, just to kind of shout out and take care of the people that have been taking care of us and showing how we've made our relationship. So we had a few roll out this week. I like them all, but do you guys have like a one that you really liked, that you thought was like really, really well done? I mean, they were all really, really well done.
They were all really.
Or
good.
which ones are more personal? That might be a better way.
I-
Which ones are more personal?
Obviously, the CG's one I think is great. Like, I really wanted to spotlight them. It took a little time to connect with Justin, but we got it done, and I thought the video came out great.
It did.
I like the touch they added at the very end, where they caught me talking to the guys off the cuff about, we've got to get wings, we've got to send you home with wings.
Yeah.
That really was a nice touch at the end, so I thought that was a good one.
What about you, Chuck?
I think the CG one probably is my favorite one too so far. I like the style of the Cash Group one.
Yeah.
So Metro.
Yeah, that one looked good.
I really like Metro inside. I think that
You looked good in that one.
Oh,
Looking like an
all
afternoon
dressed up.
snack.
that was filmed on Tie Tuesday. I was actually wearing a tie
You
there.
look good, man. You look very clean.
From what the Master Hand guys told me, I think the Clarizio one is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they-
good.
they said
Those guys
they
are-
said the flow in that one was the best flow so far.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Those are our next door neighbors. So if you're looking for a nice meal, get out to Clarizio's on Route 9, right next to our building. They're an awesome spot and really good people.
Can't say enough good things about them. I've eaten there a couple of times, and it's good people, and the food is fantastic.
Yeah. So that will come out. Was it an email or
Yes.
something? That will come out next
Week or
Thursday.
so. Yeah.
Next Thursday.
Nice. Looking forward
Oh
to it.
no, I'm wrong.
What's next?
Next Thursday is the Melody one.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's
Thursday after that will be Clarizio.
interested in seeing that one. Melody is our interior designer,
Yep,
and
shout out Melody.
I joined her on that video to get her perspective on how the whole place is going to look, and I'm interested to see how the guys put that together. She did a great job talking about all the different details and the intricacies of the design of the place, so that should be a good one.
I really appreciate working with Melody because she does such a good job of making me feel like I'm not stupid when I'm saying stupid things.
We pay her extra.
We pay her extra for that? Well,
Make Shannon feel not stupid.
it's
Now, please.
money well spent.
It's
So
not that we pay her extra; she charges us extra. for that.
the invoice keeps going into Jared. I just don't see it. Well, she's done a great job. I'm excited to see how that content came out because this is going to be the walkthrough. where we're going to visualize everything before it is all put together. So Melody's had a big hand in that, working with us for the design team, getting things hammered down. I think we're pretty much set on our design. We got a couple flooring things and other details that we're kind of wrapping up, but
It's coming together.
We're close.
I am excited when it gets to the art. When it gets to the little accent pieces, the details, that's where I'm looking to put the stamp on it, you know?
Nice.
It's gonna be a good time. Let's talk about some of our new spots that we're in. We've got our buddy Sean who's running sales for us now.
Oh,
What's up, Sean? Thanks for always keeping in touch. He sends me a lot of pictures too, to do some social media stuff, which is
That's great.
It's nice. Yeah, he's a good guy, and the one thing I love about him is he just asks questions.
he asks questions.
And it's so
He's
important.
excited every time he does. Like, you know,
how you
he'll text me
learn.
like, "Oh, I met so and so, and I think they're gonna take your stuff." And I'm like,
Part of the team.
awesome.
Part of the
beautiful.
team. So some of the spots he's gotten us into, we are in Fratello's in Seagirt. I have not been to Fratello's. I do
I
have
haven't
a gift card there. I did get a gift card a while back, so I will probably go there. I believe they're Italian food. Hi, Stacy. Hey. We are in Half Moon Point, which is in Point Pleasant. Now that's the spot that's by the bridge, right?
Yeah, I've actually been there.
That's
before.
across from Harpoon Willie's, like on the other side. I'm just
No,
not mentioning
no,
the
no.
other place.
Mm-mm.
No, so I'm in the complete wrong area.
Yeah, so if you went, if you took 88 and made a left on the bridge, there's like a, I wanted to say Grand Union, it's not Grand Union, like a Stop and Shop on the right side, like a big shopping center.
Okay.
Go like 2 or 3 miles down, almost like you're going to like Bayhead, and on the right side is Head Point.
And that's where Half Moon Point is?
Yes.
Wow, see? So I conveniently asked that question, so now you can all go there too. You know where it is? Get ready with tea, grab a
Yeah, I've been there
three-quarter.
before. It was good. Yeah.
Get ready with teas are now in B2 Point Pleasant. We've got our
That's
teas
great.
in there, so the next time you're rolling through, especially for the summer season, stop at the B2, grab
Yes.
a GRWT, and tag me on Instagram. That's at @GetReadyWithT_. We are back to Maggie's in Lakewood. They have our teas there. Maggie's has been an interesting spot. The one thing that I'm most interested in with Maggie's is they're putting on like metal and hardcore shows in their basement now. It used to be more of like a club dynamic, dance floor, disco ball, some lights. You
They
get
did Latino night down there.
Yep, which was always dope. But now they are doing hardcore shows. They're doing like
Interesting.
metal shows. Kids are beating the crap out of each other in a very respectful way. And they are putting a lot of people in that building, which is awesome. So I'm excited to go there as a brand ambassador and get into the pit and get someone else's sweat on me. It'll be a good time. And then we've got Beach House, who also has our Get Ready With Tea. They are the official pregame spot of the Jersey Shore Breaks. That is a local basketball team that is owned by our very own Mr. Eric Gaines. He is living that life. So go to Beach House before a game in Belmar at St. Rose, and then after, the official post-game spot is Joe's Surf Shack. So you can go check that out if you're looking for like a nice little, I think they have a game tomorrow, Sunday, check them out, Jersey Shore Breaks. You can make an entire crawl out of it. Have some appetizers,
Nice.
grab some teas, go to the game, and then go to Joe's and grab a bourbon and nightcap it. That sounds good. We should do that.
I still have to get to one of these games. I definitely want to do that.
Put us on the
I went
list,
to
Eric.
I went to a few last year when they were at Liberty. I have not been this year at St. Louis.
Yeah, just the schedule has not worked with my schedule yet. I keep looking, same with your band, it just
Yeah.
hasn't worked with my schedule, but I gotta get to these things soon.
Well, I'm looking to join the Jersey Shore Breaks dance team because everyone has complimented me on my silent disco video with my moves.
I've heard good things about
And that was just me warming up.
We didn't
So-
even mention that before. I mean, how great was that? Like, my favorite part was that when they captured you on their post.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Did
Yeah,
we talk
got
about it on the?
Oh yeah, I spent a lot of time.
We did.
A lot of time gloating about myself. It was a great time.
Yeah, we heard enough about your shit. I'm kind of.
I know, right? Like, come on. Who needs to hear any more about this guy? This is when I go home and I'm like, I don't want to hang out with anyone. I'm antisocial. I've used all my energy. Now I'm an introvert. Which
I'm done for the week.
Yeah, cap it. All right, so those are all the new spots we're in. I think we covered all of them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're listening and you'd like us to be in your spot, well,
Give us
all you
a
gotta
buzz.
do is email me, leave a comment, and we will come to you with samples, smiles, and we'll do a custom handshake.
Yeah, and we hopefully soon can announce some other spots. We have a really cool partnership that we're working on right
We've
now.
got some things on deck that I'm excited to see the magnitude of what they become. right?
Mhm.
Like, you see the bigger picture in its infancy, and just understanding the way that two businesses and friends and partners can work together to make something even bigger. It's cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
All right, those are most of our business updates. We are at it. We are working. We are still in the middle of our state application.
Mm-hmm.
So the fun thing that we got to do, and thankfully it was when we all had time, was go and get fingerprinted.
It was like a blitz to get fingerprinted.
I would like to tell you that when you drive to a residence down south that's tucked away in a neighborhood and walk into what looks like someone's tool shed in their backyard, it's a very humbling experience to have a grown man rolling your fingers on a pad and making direct eye contact. Just rolling them like little sausages, making pigs in a blanket. That guy, did you all go to the same place? I'm not going to name the place.
Nope.
I don't know that this guy's ever going to listen, but, I felt bad for him. He works in this little dusty room. He's got a desk that he never uses.
Yeah, this garage is probably twice the size of that room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really is. I hope he makes a good living. I just don't see how that would be fun.
I got the feeling I did something wrong before I walked in, even, like, he did not make me
There was no hello, how are you?
No.
It was like, all right, Perk, get in here.
We talked about it. He definitely took his job very seriously, which I guess he needs to.
We
Right?
got a fingerprint, right? It makes sense, but I mean, man.
They weren't criminal fingerprints, though. Like,
But it certainly wouldn't be like me if I was doing fingerprinting.
Well,
Like
look,
I would go stir crazy in that room. I'd be singing everybody that came in.
which could explain why his attitude was where it was.
so my daughters were like, aren't they supposed to use ink? Like, well, back in the day.
Yes, they did in the 80s.
Not for this one. When I was in there, I felt like he was really judging my cuticles, and I didn't appreciate that. Did not appreciate it. So now I'm going to go, what are those things called? A manicure?
Manicure?
Is that for your hands or your feet? Which one's?
I was gonna say nail clippers.
Yeah.
They're called nail
Polish?
clippers. Yeah.
Oh
Where we
no!
going?
I'm getting my nails did. I'm gonna get the one that's
Manicure.
got like the little ring on it, like it jazzes around. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm probably not gonna do that,
No.
but it would be fun. Padres colors would be sick.
No.
Before we get into any baseball chat,
Yeah.
Record Store Day was last week, Chuck.
Record store day.
I did go. The list was really not, in my opinion, that impressive.
I didn't even get. I didn't even. Again, I'm so busy. I didn't even get a chance to look at it.
There wasn't. I think there would have been a couple gems for you. There was like a Motley Crue one that looked cool.
Sweet.
There were a couple Pink Floyd live that came out.
Nice.
I went there for a Grateful Dead show that they released from '76, and then Dogfish Head released Volume 3 of their collaboration with the Grateful Dead. Since
cool.
they've had, for the past year, they've had a beer that they brewed for the Grateful Dead for their
Right.
60th anniversary.
Mhm.
And Dogfish Head is in their 30th year. And since they've been a brewery, they've always done some kind of one-off Dead-inspired
That's cool.
beers. But they rolled out a second one just earlier this month. It released. It's not even in all of our stores yet. And that one's more of like a citrus, kind of wheatgrass lager. It's pretty cool. It's different. It's more bitter than
They're very good with their citrus forward profile.
yeah, they killed it. But they, the last few Record Store Days, the Black Friday one, and then last year's and this year, they've kind of compiled a little EP of 4 to 6 Dead songs that they work with someone who's with the Grateful Dead, one of their historians. His name is David Lemieux. I only know how to say it because he's on Sirius on the channel, and he doesn't sound like a David Lemieux, but he sounds like a David Lemieux. But he says it that way, so
Yeah.
that's how I know. But anyways, that's what I picked up. I grabbed the Billy Strings Tiny Desk.
Oh.
I grabbed that Tiny Desk, which was cool. They released that one. I got the Johnny Blue Skies 7-inch. For those of you that don't know, Johnny Blue Skies is Sturgill Simpson, and he released a record under the name Johnny Blue Skies last year. And this year he put out another one. It came out March 17th, I want to say, or March 16th. And the thing that was interesting with this record is, number one, it's amazing. It's like imagine like a southern, just party dance jam band. It's very hard to explain, but he went physical media only.
Really?
So you could
That's
not,
cool.
I think
Downloads?
it just hit Apple Music a week ago, and it's rolling out in stages, but everything was physical media, so you had to go to a record store and buy it or order it from him.
Different.
That's cool, yeah.
And
Old
then
school.
the thing I loved about it is that he leaked his own album, I think 2 weeks before it came out. He just put it on YouTube and said, here you go. And then great marketing technique, though. Let me
It's
listen to it
it's
for free,
different.
and now I'll buy it.
Yeah, it's different.
So my cousin and I got tickets to go see him later on at the end of the year. But record store day wise, I did get the Cat's Eye album for my daughter. Cat's Eye is like the K-pop girl
Yep,
group.
I know
We watched them at Coachella, and they brought out the girls that sing the Golden Song. You know we're gonna be golden.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one. They were cool. They were good. You know that song, Mike? Come on.
No.
With your job, you don't know that song?
No.
You practically wrote that
Oh,
song.
listen, I know they all love K-pop Demon Hunters, but I'm not familiar with it, believe it or not. Maybe I'm tuning it out.
He
I
will
might
be
tuning
tonight.
it
That's his
out.
plans.
Okay, boomer. But that was record store day. Now I went to Clarizio's again.
So before we fast forward through record store day, did we ever talk about the record plans at the distillery? Like, did we ever discuss that?
No, because I don't think we knew we were going to do that, but we haven't really said it on here.
Yeah, so I mean, we could kind of start mentioning
Sure, go
stuff
for
if
it.
We have it. So
Put it out there.
we do have part of our AV design, which is coming together now, and we're using high def for our AV equipment. They've been doing a great job. They already wired everything like behind the walls and stuff. We do have ports, and we have purchased a nice record player,
Oh, yeah.
which will probably be I don't want to say what that's going to be, but it's going to be a portable type record player where we could actually kind of almost where a DJ or a band might be. We could put them up in the front over there and spin records. We're probably going to have some kind of, whether it's monthly or maybe even more if it becomes something that people are really interested in. We'll do like a record collab maybe with Freehold Records, with Burrow Records.
Yeah, for sure. Even just having DJs come in and spin records with their own gear, they can roll up and
Maybe
and
we
do their thing.
we do it. We pick a night something we
Oh
really
man,
like.
Grateful Dead night. That's gonna last for like 38 hours for all the stuff I have to play for on theme. But yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. And I think when you take a look at a lot of the newer spots that are opening up, everyone's kind of reverting back to vinyl. A lot of the newer places
my kids
are all popping in.
Yeah.
Maggie's very into it. Her album collection right now is bigger than mine.
Man.
My album collection at my office is pretty big.
Yeah.
I have a portable record player on my desk, and I spin records all the time.
So I've made it my mission to, every time I go to a concert, buy records from bands, even if I don't know them. Like if I saw them and they were cool, I'll buy their record. Recently I saw this guy, this band called Cutworms. I went last week to Underground Arts in Philly. And Chuck, I think you would really like this band, Cutworms. They are very reminiscent of the songwriting style of George Harrison. The lyrics are kind of like Ben Gibbard, like a deep songwriting, but musically,
I like that.
it's got like a really cool psychedelic folk twang to it, and I think you can hear the influence of like a Beatles type.
Which is funny
band.
because I was playing some Allman Brothers this week, Melissa,
Nice.
right, on the acoustic,
cool.
and then kind of moving into how that was kind of influenced by George Harrison.
Yep.
So,
Very cool.
I do want to hear that. Actually.
I gotta send you this guy, but I bought every record that he had. I already knew the records, I just didn't want to buy them from, Discogs or somewhere else. I wanted to get them directly from him. I didn't know that night was their first night of the tour.
Okay.
This guy doesn't tour very often, so this was one of those things where it's been busy month, but I forced myself to get in my car and drive to that venue to go because I knew I needed to do something, needed to get out there. So.
Very cool.
Going back to that message, do some fun stuff. Record store day, I did go to Clarizio's in Point Pleasant. They're awesome. The guy there is great. This year, I got there at around 5:30 in the morning, maybe a little earlier, but I was the 16th person in line.
That's pretty good.
In years past, I've gotten there at that time and been in like the first 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
So here's what
Sounds
bothered
good.
me.
Well-
Here's a good conversation and just food for thought. People will always line up for things. I know there's a record store down south called Yearbook Records, and they had their first lineup for Record Store Day on Friday at 3:30 in the afternoon. They pulled up,
Oh, wow.
sat right at the door, and then stayed there until they opened at, I want to say maybe 10 a.m. When I rolled up to Clarizio's, I'm thinking, man, I got up at 4:30, I made a cup of coffee, I'm looking good. I'm feeling great, I got my chair, we're gonna rock. I remember my AirPods, and I roll up, and I'm number 16, but there's physically only 3 people in line. Everyone dropped their chair. The people that were in front of me weren't even there. They left their chairs
so
and
that's
then
not-
I
showed
don't
up.
like that.
They still showed up at like 6:15 to make it look like they were there, but I was not happy about it.
No.
I would have pushed all the troops.
Yep.
Moved up to the front.
I did
You're there or
say
not.
a couple things. But I could tell that those people were not there as music lovers. They were there as
Collectors.
An opportunistic way to
trying to make some money on whatever.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
way they roll.
But it was a great record store day, and I love Clarizio's because they open at 8, and when I get there, I'm out by usually 8:45. This year I spent more money than I wanted to, but it was nice to be there and got records for my girls, and they were excited. So it's nice to keep it together.
Had 2 different segments on Clarizio's that
Yeah.
are completely unrelated.
Well,
That's
to
why when
each
you said
other.
that, I was like, wait.
Yeah, you said
Are you
you were
selling records?
Clarizio's.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about to eat. Okay.
Right, we got Clarizio's in Freehold, the great Italian restaurant next to our distillery. And then we've got Clarizio's in Point Pleasant, which is a music store. They also sell instruments too, which is awesome.
A lot of them do. That's pretty
And
common.
their record collection is nice. They have a nice used bin. They've got some really clean titles in there, but then their new stuff, they've got a lot of good stuff. You'd like that store, Chuck.
Yeah, I
they're a
can
good
see
spot. But that's Record Store Day. Can't wait for the next one. Let's talk a little baseball here, boys. We always get to chat baseball with Mike. I think every time we see each other, even when it's off season, we're always talking baseball.
Always baseball. Go
So we've got a Yankees fan, a Mets fan, and one fan who's always right. That's me. Just kidding. My team sucks. We don't win anything.
He's on the
Don't
right.
talk to me about sucks right now, please.
I'm not gonna go San Diego sports forward, even though I am wearing the new City Connect jersey today, which I did that on purpose. It was either that or the shirt that looks like you're not wearing a shirt. You know the one's like a naked body on that, and it's got like hair over here.
nice.
I was gonna do that. I was gonna do the nano lantern. But Chuck, how are you feeling about your New York Yankees this year so far? We're about a month into the season.
I think their pitching is what they projected it to be. I think they're just insanely good. Bullpen still needs a little bit of cleanup. I think, which I think will probably come as they finally figure out what they're going to do with all their extra pitchers. Because frankly, their 6 and 7 pitchers are still really good.
Good problem to have.
And I guess they got to figure out who their 6 and 7 pitchers are. I mean, that's going to be the fun thing. Is Rodon's going to come back in a few weeks. Cole's probably a few weeks right after that, and then they got to figure out what they're going to do with guys who, frankly, even their worst guys are crushing it as far as how they're pitching.
Well, we were briefly talking about this right before we came on. We said hold it for the podcast. So now, who are the starting 5? And we have to figure out who do we think would go out of the rotation when these 2 guys come back.
So who are the current starting
The
5?
current starting 5.
Who do we got?
You've got Max Fried.
Yep.
You have Schlittler.
Littler.
You have Will Warren.
Yep.
Luis Gil. Weathers. That's their starting 5.
I'm going to tell you right now, Ryan Weathers is probably the odd man out.
I think so.
Did you
too.
see his last 2 starts? I don't know if he can be the odd man out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I mean, they probably can trade for something good with one of these guys. I mean, that's. I don't know if any of them are built to be bullpen guys.
Right. The way they're pitching.
I
you don't
think
need
Luis
one.
Hill is the first one that's going to be the odd man out. When Rodon comes back, I think Luis Hill is going to probably go down. He had a great start his last start, but he's been a little bit mixed with his starts. So I think he'll, at the very least, get moved to the bullpen. I don't know if he has any options left. If he has options, frankly, that's a good thing. Not good for him,
Yeah.
but it's a good thing. They can
Good
put
thing
him
for the
down.
team.
Weathers might have options too. I don't know where Weathers
He
is
might.
at.
Those would. I think because they're younger, those are the 2 guys. I mean, obviously.
Those are the 2
they
guys
have
that are
options.
probably go. Cam Slitler's not going anywhere.
No.
No,
Not
I
a
think he's a
chance.
lock.
Warren's done a nice job
I
too.
do.
Max Fried's been, Max Fried, so he's not going anywhere. And Warren's done a really nice job too.
I guess it depends on who's the coldest at the time. I mean, the next couple of starts, if Warren's
look,
not who he's been.
Not on wood, I hate to say it, but injuries always happen. So, one of these guys is probably going down somewhere. Schlittler's going to probably be on a pitch count at some point this season because he's still so young, but I hate to see him on a pitch count because he's so freaking good. So I don't know. To me, Weathers and Heel are the 2 that are going somewhere. I just don't know where they're going.
That's the crazy thing about the Yankees right now. You always think about their offense, but right now, this pitching is insane.
It's the best pitching rotation that I maybe have ever seen as far as the starters go.
I agree. As a Yankee hater, I agree. They are that good right
No,
now.
they suck. Sorry, I'm the hater. I'm always going to
Their bullpen is still a little look,
No doubt.
I actually like Bednar in the closing spot, but
Yes.
he does scare me a little because he works best when he puts guys on and then works out of pressure.
Right.
Which is a little scary to do that.
So, if you take away Mariano Okay, and look at every.
Well, that's a different level. Like,
Right.
you can't even compare.
That's what I'm saying. I just think because we're in this area, even as a non-Yankee fan, you watched Mariano all the time, and he just shut the door.
9 out of
every
10 times locked down.
Yes,
You don't
did
even,
he
you know.
did he lose occasionally? Sure, but he was a lockdown as much as like he was like Revis Island, that kind of thing. He ended it.
Yeah.
Every other closer, even Edwin Diaz when he was on fire with the Mets,
Has had some bad year, at least.
And
Yeah.
I mean, we're watching Devin Williams with my team now, and just you name a good closer over the past few years, they get shellacked sometimes, and that's
Mason
the way
Miller.
it is. Not Mason Miller, by the way.
I know a team that's got a great closer.
Yeah, I know a fantasy team who's got him too.
Good for you.
Yeah, that was a good pull on my part there.
What's up with the Mets, Mike? I mean, now this is probably going to be my favorite part of the entire podcast because I don't know why I've started to hate the Mets over the past few years. I don't want to say that it's you,
Did
Mike, but for some reason I enjoy.
It was you, Mike. But
I
go ahead
enjoy
yourself.
watching the Mets suffer and watching their Mets fans suffer. And I'll preface that by, I'll say this: every time the Mets do one thing good, we're going to the World Series.
Because
Every time we're going to the World Series. And then guess
in-
what happens? They don't go to the World Series.
the last time they won the World Series, I was in high school.
That's the
I'm
year I was
coming
born.
to the end of my career at this point. It's been a long time.
So they've been in the World Series since then.
They've been in the World Series and they've blown it quite a few times. I mean, we talk about the number of World Series the Mets have been in versus the number of seasons that they've choked. Choking has won over the World Series appearances.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
Yeah, they've had some bad, including last year. They've had some bad.
Last year, a couple years ago, choking to the Padres in the playoffs.
Their start to this year is not really looking great.
No, listen. I think I said this on the podcast last time we were here in the garage. I did not like the way they handled the offseason at all. No. I didn't like the replacements. You take the heart and soul of the team and you get rid of them. Okay, offense fine, pitching not good. Let's get rid of the entire offense. It made no sense to me.
Yeah, I thought they were like 2 pitchers away from kind of
solidifying
having a
the
nice couple years of playoff rotation.
If they just brought in Freddie Peralta, that was a winning offseason to me, and developed some of these kids that are coming up. Like Nolan McLean's been great.
Yeah, Nolan McLean's been the one thing you could watch with them.
Absolutely. I think Christian Scott, who didn't have a good start the other night, is going to be a very good starter for them down the road. He's coming back off of a bad injury. So, but offensively, they can't hit. How do you have a baseball team who, if they score a run, that's it. It's done. Once the other team scores 2 runs, you're like, I've got to turn it off. They're not going to come back from this. So it's been a miserable April.
Yeah, a lot of the guys they picked up, I just like Marcus Simeon, and I was like, that's not going to do it for them,
Yeah, no, I don't really know what that
Soto
was.
going down for 3 weeks certainly didn't help them because that's their only
Now
solidified.
Lindor.
The moment he comes back, Lindor is
Yeah.
gone. But, you've got to see what some of these young kids can do. Like
Bo
Ronnie
Bichette will
Murphy.
get hot at some point.
He
But then the
will.
other thing is, they have no pitching, and they went with no defense either. I mean, their defense is so suspect.
They came into the offseason saying we have to solidify the defense by saying
Protect the runs, right?
Yeah.
That's what their plan was, but they didn't do it.
and then you
moving
just put
guys
a
out
bunch
of
of guys
position.
out of position. So the whole
Bo
thing-
Bichette wasn't good in his original position. And then
Right.
they moved him to another position.
Right.
They've got a bunch of first basemen that can't play D, and they were knocking Pete because he's not good enough. Pete was a good
He
defensive
was a
first
serviceable
baseman.
first baseman.
He was
Like,
fine.
Yeah.
And he gave you a heck of a lot more offense than you're getting right now. So
I think that's part of like they lost all the Pete offense.
Gonna eat my apple
Bite
while
into
you
an
guys
apple.
talk. New
Yeah.
York baseball. I'm listening.
They lost all the Pete,
yeah,
the Pete runs, and then didn't replace them. Like, look,
No.
Bo Bichette's a good hitter when he's hitting, but
they're not hitting.
All right,
And
let's
the other guys have to
focus
step
this
up.
conversation a little bit because we're gonna have an hour-long segment on baseball.
I told you we talk about
Now,
baseball. It's going to be a whole
easily
podcast.
We've got the Yankees who are doing Yankee things,
Mhm.
right? 2026. Do they have some weak areas? Of course. Do they have some strong areas? Of course. That's the game of baseball. But at the end of the day, as of today, April 25th, they are currently in first place, 17-9.
Yep.
Looking good. Nice little 2.5 game lead. It's still early. Looking at the NL East, it's so weird to see the Mets and the Phillies at the bottom.
The Phillies are on a
9.5 games back.
10-game losing streak right now. So The good news for us Mets
And the Mets
fans
still have
Is
a
they
longer
could beat
one.
your streak. They could beat your streak.
Well, listen, I mouth off with a lot of Philly fan friends and family and whatnot. We go back and forth, and they're totally quiet during our 12-game losing streak because they're worse right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God.
I mean, listen, I was listening to a baseball show earlier this week where they were talking about the fact that if this is going to happen in your season, it's a good thing it happened at the beginning because you still have some time to
Well,
cover some
you
ground.
still have up to the trade deadline,
You
right?
still have
to,
some
to
time
move
to-
some stuff around.
Right.
Or-
just sell the team now.
As Met fans think, this is who we are. This is what it's going to be all season.
Could be. It could
That's
be.
the painful part.
I think the Mets fans have to get closer to the trade deadline and realize, like, is it worth trying to pick up guys to solidify this team? You know, they probably need a pitcher or two, right? At least a pitcher, and then
A closer.
you ain't getting a closer. We're getting a closer. We're gonna have to create one.
We're not. I just don't like our closer.
Well, I don't blame you.
You might just
we didn't
get
like your
off
closer
without
last
one.
year when he
Just
blew
don't
10,
have one.
10 games for us.
Let's go with a
I'd
position player.
rather have Weaver, yes.
Throw a position player out there.
I would put Weaver in the closer position. I would. Devin Williams is not. He can't handle the pressure of
Nah,
that.
he's-
He
and
gets
he's
so
done.
into his head and he's done.
Pete Alonso ruined him. We watched it happen.
Pete Alonso
and
might
then
have
we
ruined
decided, hey, let's get that guy. I hate it.
Yeah.
Well,
How about your team, Shannon?
greener pastures in San Diego. I mean, we're just happy to have a team in town. You know, like that's usually where we're like, hey, we're just happy to have a place and a team
big
to go
sale.
to. Pods are looking good. They've been exploring the sale of the team ever since Peter Seidler, the late owner, passed. The control went to his brothers, and there was a little bit of a lawsuit going on between them and Peter Seidler's widow. But they are selling the team to a pretty big ownership group. Do you remember the number on that sale?
It was a lot.
$3.9 billion.
It was just under 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
record breaking, and I think this just goes to show that a team with no championships, virtually nothing,
You know what
is
though?
selling for that because it's not necessarily I mean, they're a winning culture now, but it's people in the stands. The city is showing up, and my favorite thing about this is that you had an owner in Dean Spanos for the then San Diego Chargers who would not commit to his team the way that the San Diego Padres later did, hightails it north to LA, and instead of having the value that the Padres have now, he's paying rent
Yeah.
to be in LA. And that's my favorite part of all this.
So I think the Padres have done their spending well in the last few years, and they've always been kind of right on that cusp too. Like they were just outside of. I had picked them to win the World Series maybe 2 years ago. I think it was.
Yeah.
Because they were just on the outside of what I thought it could be. So kudos to them. I think they, with the new ownership group, I think they'll see some playoff.
Well, they've tightened up their payroll over the last couple of years. Since
But
Peter
everybody
Seidler
kind of
died,
has. I think everybody's nervous about next year too.
I'm hoping that with the new ownership group, they're going to commit the money and get the Padres what they need. I mean, right now the Pods are sitting at 17-8, half a game ahead of those idiots up north in LA, who also have a broken closer now that they got from the East
Mets.
Coast. But, you know, the Padres are looking good. They are playing well, and for everything that's gone on this season, they should not have this record. They had Nick Pivetta go down with an injury. They don't have Joe Musgrove to start the season. He's still rehabbing. Yu Darvish is on the restricted list. He might not ever pitch again. And so that means they're throwing out Walker Buehler. They're throwing out Herman Marquez in their rotation. Randy Vasquez, by the way, is really having a season so far. I did not like him much last year, but this year he is putting it together, and he's efficient. He's killing it. So Pods are looking good. This weekend they're in the Mexico City series against the Diamondbacks. It was weird. I was able to hang out with you last night because there was no Padres game. So love you guys. Love my Pods. So it was weird not having a Friday night game. But they're in Mexico City because they are very close to Mexico, which is going to bring me to my next topic. The new City Connect uniforms that Major League Baseball unveiled. I'm wearing mine, my new Padres City Connect one. It honors the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
And kind of infuses a lot of that culture into their uniform, which is super cool. I wanted to just run through these City Connect uniforms. Now, the Mets have a City Connect.
Yeah.
The Padres have a City Connect. But do the Yankees have one?
Did you see?
So they,
There was a movement for the Yankees to wear the blue jerseys on the road.
well, I guess if you would call that a City Connect uniform.
I don't think so.
I think it is actually going to pass through. So the team actually went and met with ownership and said that they wanted to do a second road jersey, which was like a blue whatever.
Right.
I don't know if you would call that City Connect, but
Probably not. But I mean, it's nice to see that
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they got the okay to do it. So I think it's gonna happen.
it's nice to see that they're able to grow, facial hair now. They can be real men, and now they'll be able to change their clothes, which is nice. But Chuck, you're a Yankee fan. Tell me, why do they only stick to the uniforms they have now?
It's
The home
tradition, right? I mean, I don't want them to put the names on the uniform. I still kind of like that, but they kind of ruined that with putting that stupid Star Insurance thing on the patch on the shoulder,
Right.
the arm, whatever.
Yep.
So like it was always like I would like them to go back to at least not having that on the pinstripes. When it comes to the away stuff, I don't really care that much. I mean, I like their gray uniform aways now, but I'm okay with them having a second one. I don't think it's the end of the world. When it comes to the facial hair thing, I don't really know how I feel about that. Like I guess I don't care one way or the other.
Are we gonna have to shave our faces at the distillery?
There's 3 guys here with facial hair.
Mustaches only.
Only soul patch? You
Yes.
can only have a soul patch or
Just soul
sideburns?
patch.
That would be sick. I would do that.
And again, let's go back to my lazy conversation before. I'm too lazy to shave. It's not that I don't want to shave. I'm too lazy to do it all
You
the
look
time.
good, man. You look scruffy.
So right now, yeah, I'm a little
I'm into it.
on the scruffy side.
Take it how you want, Mike. Mike, don't touch my leg. All right, let's take a look at these City Connects. I always love taking a look at the uniforms. Here's Atlanta. You guys can kind of see my screen here. This is a baby blue and white, very similar to the Hank Aaron tributes that they have. Little A, not bad. I
hate Atlanta, 100%.
Okay.
I don't like the state of Georgia. I don't like anything about it down there. I don't like the college football, nothing. So it's hard for me to say this, but I think those are great uniforms.
This reminds me of the baby blue, like Brewers uniforms, right?
I think
Yes.
the baby blue on a uniform looks great.
Well, those
I
old
love-
San Diego Padres, Chargers ones were killer.
I think this is a sharp-looking uniform. I hate that the Braves are wearing it. That's a good looking.
Yeah.
The socks look great.
It's good luck. I like it.
Yes, I like them.
Baltimore, a lot of people are saying that this is the best one that came out. It has Be More across the chest with a cute little bird, and it's got a cool looking bee on the cap. I like it that it's got this, white panel here, and then the rest is, I'm not good with colors. Is that green?
I think it's
See,
black.
you're not good with colors
I
either.
think it's the black because they're black and orange.
Here it looks black.
There you go. Beats me. I don't know
What do you
black
think
and
about that one?
I like that one. I do actually like that
I
one.
think it's garbage.
Really?
Well, that's because they have your guy right now.
No, believe me, because I'm ready to become an Orioles fan full time at this
A lot of
point.
Mets fans became Orioles fans. That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
But I just don't like it. I don't love the look.
I think it's cool looking.
I like the numbers. They look pretty cool.
It's
They
like
look old
upside down,
school.
too.
Yeah.
I like the way that the sleeves are dark, so it almost looks like a sleeveless shirt.
Like a vest, yeah.
Right. Yeah. The Nike swooshes in that orange. Baltimore is having a Turnstile night. So if you like the band Turnstile is from Baltimore. They've been blowing up over the last couple of years, but they are having a Turnstile night, and I believe the giveaway is a jersey that looks very similar to this one, and it says Turnstile on the back.
Cool.
Who knows? I might go and get you one. All right. Get
All right.
Pete to sign it
I'll
for
take
you.
it.
To Mike.
I'll
Love
go
yous.
with you.
Two Mike, be a
Yeah.
Baltimore fan.
Cincinnati Reds, kind of, in my opinion, are more the same. This
It's
is
kind
the
of, but it looks
all-
almost very similar to the
previous one.
Yeah.
So this reminds me of when the NFL was doing that goofy thing on Thursday nights with the color rush,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
everyone was just like a lollipop moving around or like a popsicle. I do
Yeah.
like the pinstripes on this one. The C.
I can't even see the
Can't see
pictures
them.
from here.
Yeah. The hat looks cool. I mean, one of my favorite logos in baseball is the Cincinnati Red with the mustache. Just a very nice gentleman. I imagine he probably cuts the crusts off of his sandwiches. He just looks like that kind of guy,
Okay.
But it's a cool uniform.
I don't
like
like.
this one.
I love this basic Cincinnati uniform, and I really like the vest, the no sleeve Cincinnati uniform.
Yeah, those ones
A
are
lot.
nice.
I'm not digging this with the red pants.
Kansas City Royal one looks like a fifth grader had a project and had to put something together. I mean,
You know what? I would actually probably like it. I don't like the R.
The R.
Yeah, the R kind of loses it a
a
little.
lot
bit.
of colors. Is this supposed to be like a crown?
Yeah.
On the chest?
Yep.
Yes.
It's weak. The
a
logo
lot there.
ruins it. I think the color scheme is good. I don't like the R.
Another blue one,
Yeah.
right? All right, Royals, we tried. This one I don't like, the Milwaukee Brewers. It says Wisco
Yeah.
for Wisconsin on the chest, and then it's got a W with what looks like
You
the
know what it
outline.
reminds me of? Oh man, Brewster's Millions. Did you ever see Brewster's
No.
Millions? when he redoes the baseball team and he comes out with his own uniforms for the
Yes.
baseball team. It kind of
That's
reminds
what
me
it
of
is.
the Brewster's Millions.
I'll have to check
Well,
it out.
Hack and Sack something.
I've always said this is another topic for another day. That's a movie that needs to be remade.
I just watched it the other day.
I love that
Brewster.
movie, but if
I love
that
Richard
was
Pryor.
updated, that would be a great.
But that reminds me of the uniforms that he gets
Yeah.
for the team.
I'm gonna have to put that on my to-do list.
Yeah. And I will
So you
say,
never seen what Brewster's Millions?
awful. Yeah, Brewster's
Yeah.
Millions is great.
I'm not a fan of the Brewers one.
No
Christian
fan.
Yelich is also hurt every year, so see you later, buddy.
I can't believe Christian Yelich is playing.
Now this Pittsburgh Pirates one. The Pirates are a team that I always check in on. They're like an underdog. They get their butt kicked all the time. I'm happy to see that they have a team that's starting to play, and they've got some young
They finally
pieces
put
that are.
some commitment to
Yeah.
keeping their players. So
They're
I
fun
think
to
that's-
watch right now.
This jersey, in my opinion, is awesome. I love the hat with the
I like the
Pirates
jersey.
swords. I like the font on the jersey. Now their last one, I was in Pittsburgh for a Padres game when they unveiled their previous City Connect. So my family and I, we wore our Padres City Connect to their City Connect night.
Oh, that's cool.
But they had like a very bright yellow, and it was this weird pattern on the jersey, and then it just said PGH across the chest, which
No good.
I got it, but I don't know. As a City Connect one, I like that it was more like the Color Rush, the all yellow, but this one is nice.
I definitely like the
all
uniform.
black.
I don't know if I like the hat.
I don't hate the hat.
I think that hat will sell though.
I think if you're
I can't see the emblem on it from here. Like I don't know what that actually. Okay, so I like that actually.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
their
I
pirate.
like the pirate.
Yeah, it's got the
I
skull
think it's just the
cap on.
colors, the color scheme of it. I don't like.
I am into the fact that they are black and yellow for the entire city.
Yes, I think that's so
if
cool.
you're a Pittsburgh fan, this is
Yep.
your jersey right
Love
here.
the black. The Pirates always have a good uniform,
Yeah.
except that City Connect you mentioned. But this is a good job on this one.
Good look for them.
Yeah, and I
think
do
it's
like
just-
it with the black pants. The
Yeah.
black on black is
And
good.
Yeah.
you got the little piping
Yep.
down the leg. It's looking good. All right. Padres, of course, I'm going to say this one is sick. It kind of goes back to some of those 1990s teams with that SD. The inside of the hat I showed you last night
Yeah,
had some
that was
flowers around the sweatband. But it's clean. It's got the Day of the Dead patch. You guys probably can't see this because I'm far away, but got the little Katrina here. The sleeves have this kind of marigold print on them. Finer details that you didn't see is it's got this paper across the tag where it has every Padres logo in their history.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
the little details are cool, and it really does connect with the culture
Yeah.
that exists in San Diego.
I'm
So
always a fan of the Day of the Dead stuff.
I'm into this one. I read that they had to get approval from MLB to go with the all like bone colored cap.
Oh, really?
That
I think
there
it
was
looks
some
good.
kind of guideline where they're not allowed to have like white hats, like all white
Interesting.
hats.
Well, I mean, you're not allowed to have white on you coming from the pitcher.
Right.
So I'm sure that's some kind of distraction.
So they
but
had to check in and get it
Interesting.
approved.
I
Yeah,
think I like it. I like the navy. I guess it's navy, right?
it's obsidian.
Oh, obsidian.
I don't know colors, but I know it's obsidian. I don't know black from green, but
I
this
can't
is
see
obsidian.
it, but I've heard that's what it's
I'll
called.
stick with my basic red, blue, yellow.
It's a good look. Their batting helmets are cool too. So this one will obviously be my favorite. Texas, I think.
Reminds me of the other one actually. It's kind of similar to the just.
I think this is awful.
Yeah.
I think it looks like not even a college team. This is like a community college team uniform.
I would agree with
offense-
that.
No
Yeah.
offense to
Yeah, no,
them.
I agree.
It also reminds me of like the Jose Tejas
Yeah.
restaurant. Like, what does this guy work there?
Jose Tejas.
They sponsored the team.
Half price margaritas.
It's
So-
a classic piping button down, nothing exciting, nothing new, just Texas in Spanish.
If we put more
Nothing.
money into our Boiling Point softball team, this is what we would have had.
Yes, yes.
Right. The one thing I will say that I like, it does say Tejas across the chest. It's red. I like the pant line here, the piping down. I guess it's supposed to be like the interlocking T's on
Yeah.
there.
That's cool.
That looks cool. But yeah, that's the City Connects there. So
Interesting.
I'm gonna say that obviously San Diego's my number one, but I would say Pittsburgh is probably the one I like the most.
Pittsburgh and maybe Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta looks good.
You heard it from a Mets fan. Atlanta looks good. Currently first
Sure.
place in the NL East. All right, I think that's going to do it for our baseball talk. We probably lost a lot of people who were following along.
Yeah, they can't
sorry,
see the
everyone.
picture.
We're hitting that marker.
Yeah.
Too, so.
What else do we have on the menu, Chuck? Tell us. We got one more fun
So
thing.
we're kind of gonna stay in the theme of doing a tasting on every one of these shows, I think. And I just happened to go to this distillery, which is the Great Jones Distillery. It is on the NYU campus in Manhattan. And I picked up a bottle of their rye, and I have to tell you, their rye is phenomenal.
Now, is it called Great Jones, or is it just Jones and you think it's great?
It's called Grape Jones.
Just making sure. All right, so there's no bias here. Well, you did say you like it.
There's no bias. I'm going to let you guys try this. So this is a different rye profile than what you're going to be used to. It is on the sweeter side, less less spicy, for lack of better terms.
So tell me about rye. What makes it rye?
So rye, obviously has rye in it, which is kind of gives it that almost like peppery, spicy kind of flavor to it, as opposed to like a bourbon, which is typically more sweeter. So this is almost like closer to a bourbon profile to me than a rye, which I found unbelievable. Like I went there, their facility, if you're ever in Manhattan, it is, again, it's on 4th, I think it's on 4th and Broadway. It's on Broadway. It's a block from the NYU bookstore, like literally a block down.
Oh.
It is on the campus, and it is, so here's the cool thing, and we're all gonna have to go there because you guys have to see this. Their still is on the 2nd floor.
You were telling me
Really?
that.
I went up and
That's
checked
very
it out. I actually have pictures of it.
How reinforced is that?
I mean, it's
This is New York, Mike.
Yeah, they're not here. Their tasting room is downstairs. They have a full liquor license, so they do serve they have a tequila bar upstairs, which is kind of cool, right across from the still. When I went there, it was a Saturday morning. Alex had to do something at NYU, so I went to the distillery. I had a couple of Manhattans with the rye. I did their tasting board, and then I had some Manhattans because I like the rye so much. They had Jazz Saturday, which is cool. They had like a 3-piece jazz band with an upright bass. Yeah, no, it was awesome, man.
Love it.
Really, it was so good. I was just sitting there enjoying that. Austin was the manager there. So like welcoming, made me feel great. Like came over, talked to me.
Love to hear it.
It was a great experience. And actually, I went back there to buy some more bottles, which you guys can pull your bottles when you leave here. And they made me feel welcome again. They weren't even open yet. The guy's like, I was like, I wanted to get a tour. I wanted to check out the still. He goes, just go upstairs. He's like, they're not there, but he's like, there's no tour. He's like, but you can go
Take a
like
look.
check out the still and look at the still room. The still room's small. It's it's probably not that much smaller than what our still room would be, but it's cool. It's just such even when you go upstairs, it's such a different vibe. It was almost like being in like a barn in the back. It was almost like a Disney presentation. Like the way they did it, it was so different. It was very cool. So
To check it out, yeah.
salute, enjoy. Cheers to you guys. Over.
So you have to do after you cheer someone, you have to say I love you. Learned it here first on the Jersey Shore
Get
Experience
Rye all over the
podcast.
microphone.
It's got to be cleansed anyway from those apples. Don't worry about it. So tell me what you think. Still has a little bit of a spice to it, but
It
not
does.
like an insane. Like most people don't like rye because of the spice.
So I want to walk it back a little bit. And just for people who may not know,
I'm walking it back for you.
Who's the sound effect that got
really walking it back. Yeah. Who needs a soundboard? We have Chuck.
I was gonna do the rewind thing.
So rye is the grain that goes in this?
Correct.
So and I'm going to put you on the spot here, how much of it has to be in the mash bill for it to be considered rye?
I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know the answer to that.
It's not 50% or 51% like corn and bourbon though.
I think it has to be the majority rye, but I'm not positive.
Does it?
But we're gonna find out right now.
Okay, just wondering. For those of us that don't know, much like myself, yep.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers on that.
I would say for the way that rye is explained, and
51%.
Okay,
It is.
look at that.
Okay. It is 51.
I like this. I think this is approachable. I think the first kind of meeting of flavor that you get is very mild, and then
you get a little bit of spice in the back
Then
end.
it gives you a little punch.
Like a little bit of
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm still here. Like that's what the rye's telling you.
Yeah, I like rye. So
but it's almost like a bourbon up front, a rye in the back. Like the back of your palate is like a little bit of rye.
I would agree with that.
But
it's
it's
sweet.
got like a sweet start to it, which is
Yeah.
I think would bring a lot of. They did a great job with this.
What's the proof on this?
I think it is 45.
45.
I'm sorry, 90 proof. It's 45%.
So 90. This is good because, like you said, it's sweet at first, and I like rye, and a lot of ryes are not sweet at the beginning like this. You know who does a good one locally? Do we want to mention the name of someone else? That's all right.
Sure.
Yeah,
The
why
one
not?
at Colts Neck, Muckley Eye.
Muckley Eye
I
is a
think
good
their
one, yeah.
rye is really good. This is a good one.
Is it called Muckley Eye Rye or Muckley Rye? Because they are missing out.
Yeah, they are. I don't think they plan that well. It is
Call
just
them.
Muckley
Send them an
Eye.
email.
I believe it's called Muckley Eye.
Muckley Eye Rye. Well, this is very delicious, Chuck.
It's phenomenal.
Go ahead.
And most people don't like rye for that reason. Like a lot of people, when I'm like, oh, like you guys want to try something, like we, have this big bar here in my house, right? We talk about this all the time. And when people come here, I have some of my favorite ryes here, right? I have the Midsummer Night's Dram, which is one of my favorite ryes. That is definitely more on the rye spectrum. Definitely more spicy. But when I ask people, hey, you want to have some rye? And they're like, I don't really like rye. It's too spicy for me. It burns a little bit too much. Like, those kind of things I get. This to me is like that. You should start here. This will make you kind of enjoy the rye profiles a little bit more.
I'd like to know the mash bill on this one for when we do our rye. I'm looking forward to making a rye. So I'd like to know the mash bill on this one.
We've talked
Hope
about
it doesn't go rye.
Well, what did they say? That podcast I told you to listen to, those two ladies at the distillers, you listened to that at all yet?
I did.
So they said rye is made on the tiers of distillers, right? They said something to that effect, and I was like, oh, that's such a great, because the complication with rye is it tends to be very difficult, and if you don't have the right enzymes in there, it foams up like crazy, and you wind up creating just misery.
Oh, nice. Love it.
So I'm looking forward to doing that.
We've got a good guy now to help us with that, so we'll make sure we get all the right enzymes.
Yes, we need them. What kind of cocktail would you make with this spirit?
The Manhattan was phenomenal.
Yeah?
Phenomenal. I had 3 of them while I was sitting there.
Now, are there any cocktails that are known specifically for rye?
I mean, Manhattan's a big one. Old fashions, honestly. Like, I know you guys like old fashions, right?
I've never had a rye old fashioned. If I get rye,
there's a lot of places that make rye old fashions because it gives that little extra kick to it, a little extra spice to it.
I either drink it neat or in a Manhattan, so that's interesting.
I drink everything
never
neat,
thought about
but
that.
a Manhattan is the next thing to neat for me. A little
Right.
booth, and you're kind of there, and maybe a little bit of whatever they're making in Manhattan, depending.
Yeah, Mike, you're neat now, huh? Weren't you an Ice Cube guy?
No, Mike's never been a nice guy. It's
funny
that I know everybody's like.
I am a neat guy, but
Ian's an Ice Cube guy.
On occasion, I will do one big ice cube. Sometimes when I walk in, somebody will throw an ice cube in there. I'm like, all right, that's not.
Seleni's an Ice Cube guy. Ian's an Ice Cube guy. We're all neat guys.
What about Eric? Is he?
Eric doesn't like.
He doesn't really do.
He doesn't like bourbon.
Sorry to out you there, Eric. What does Eric like to drink? What does his go-to?
I think Eric's a vodka guy.
Appletini.
I mean, I'm a gin guy, so I can't really.
He likes the good Appletini.
Eric's not going to listen to this podcast anyway. Eric, if you are listening,
we can shit all over his drink
say
specials.
Appletini to us the next time we hang out, and we will buy you dinner. You have to say Appletini.
Oh, I hope he does. Like, now this is going to be a thing. I'm like, do you have any good drinks this week?
Appletini. He's going to call us at like 6 in the morning. Appletini. I'll meet you at 7. Well, if we come up with a good rye, I would like to have a cocktail on the menu that's called the Rye in the Sky.
Love it.
So we can go,
I like it.
Rye in the Sky. Right? Dude, see?
That is a
talking
fantastic song.
Yes.
I've always loved that song. Listen,
Alan
lock
Parsons
that in.
project?
Yes. Lock that in, Rye in the
That'll
Sky.
be a great drink.
I love it.
This is where my head goes.
I love
can't
that.
ever be serious. But
Anytime we can belt one out, I'm in. Every time someone orders it, though, we have to sing. We have to go behind them and start singing it.
Yeah. Or even have this like like when you go to Hibachi and it's your birthday and they just have all these lights and a quick song. It's got to be like that.
If we have one set price, except it's a different price if you sing when you order.
Right.
I might
discount.
like that. Yeah.
Discount. Well, this has been fun, Chuck. This is a delicious rye. Thank you for
Good, right?
bringing
That's
this on.
a good
This is
one.
great.
I'm digging that. So to the Great Jones boys, I know you're going to see me a lot in the next 4 years. Thank you.
I might apply to college now. Now I know why Alex wants to go there.
We're all going there. Don't worry.
Well, we're just about ready to wrap this thing up. Before we do, I feel like I had something else we wanted to talk about. Oh, yes. What do we have coming up next? What are we doing this week?
Future events. We have a big event next week.
Yep.
We have a big event next week. So we are doing the Monmouth Park Charities Kentucky Derby event. We did it last year. You're coming this year, right, Shannon? Are you coming this year?
Most likely. I might have some studio conflict with the band, but that might be later at night. So
it is a phenomenal event. It really was a great event last year. Mike was there. We really enjoyed doing the event. It was a good time.
what do we do at the event?
So we're the julep makers. So we make all of last year we did a mint julep, a cherry julep, and
Cucumber.
a cucumber.
They were all
Now,
delicious.
listen.
and they were all very popular. Like
we were here.
We had a line of people
We were here at the D Street Bar tasting
creating
these.
that. Yeah, we created them.
Chuck wasn't sure how they were going to come out, and I remember you said, I would like to do a cucumber one, and I said, I hate it, or I like cucumber, but cucumber water to me is disgusting.
I always think of the other guys when you ever see the movie The Other Guys?
Yes.
When they go to the guy's office, he gives them, this is delightful.
That's Mike.
That was me. So
It's like, I don't want to like it, but I like it.
He made a cucumber julep, and I just like melted in my chair, and I went, "This is amazing! This is going on our menu."
Yeah.
So when we
tasted
open
so
up,
fresh,
there's
so
got to
light.
be a cucumber julep on
yeah.
our menu regularly. It's
Look,
fantastic.
me and Mike are big horse race guys.
Yep.
I love the Kentucky Derby. It kicks off the season for all the fun stuff. We're definitely going to do some Kentucky Derby events at the distillery.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so we will be there. That is May 2nd, next week.
May 2nd at Monmouth Park.
What time's the actual race, do you know? Is it usually like a 6:37 or some kind of weird
I don't know what
time?
time post time is
Post
this year.
time, whatever they say.
I don't even know
post
what
time
race
is.
number it is this year.
Do we know who any of the popular horses are?
No, we usually have a cram session the week of,
Yeah.
and really learn the horses and what we like.
Mike and I are usually texting about the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
I always love the names of the horses because it's always like half open jar.
Yeah.
Or like old pickle juice is in lane 7.
So
So true.
So this is an all-day event, but the post time is 6:57 for the breeze.
6:50. All right, it was 20
Yeah.
minutes off.
They keep pushing it later and later every year.
Yeah, because it becomes a bigger event every year. I mean, my dream is one day to actually go to the Kentucky Derby.
I'd
Some
love
friends
that.
have
That's
done
a bucket list item, yeah.
But
Some of these names are nice. We got Wonder Dean.
Like a 7.
We've got Dannon Bourbon. Nope, not. We need a Three Brooks Bourbon one out there. Litmus Test is nice. Renegade, like the Stick song.
Yep.
The NFL Draft was in Pittsburgh.
It was. Casey's
And,
in Pittsburgh
I
right
did
now.
see Tommy Shaw from Styx was on there.
Mm.
Was he?
Yeah, he looks like the Crypt Keeper, but he's
How
still
old is
doing
Tommy
it.
Shaw? Tommy Shaw's gonna be like in his mid-70s at least.
He's
right?
definitely up there. He's up there. What else do we have here? Pavlovian.
I like that. Pavlovian.
Full effort, no space, golden tempo, further ado, 6 speed, emerging market, potente. Chief Wallaby, I think, is going to be the one for me. That's a great name.
8-1, not bad.
The Puma, come on, he's a horse. So happy. Yeah, I'm sure the horse is so happy to be brutally beaten by the guy on him to make him run.
15 to
If
1.
he,
he's not
wins,
happy.
if he wins, he'll be happy.
Look at this, commandment.
Listen,
You know
Will
what
be
happens if
happy.
he wins, right?
That horse is going 15 to 1.
But if
Yeah.
even if he just wins one of these events,
What do these horses get? Like, they get to eat, like, the dopest grains ever?
They
Like,
breed.
no, they're
Shannon.
gonna get bread for the rest of their life.
They breed.
so they get, alright, but they should do that anyway, right?
Yeah. But you know how much
I'll run.
money,
I'll run here to the distillery. If that's what's gonna happen for the rest of my life.
You know how much money these guys get to
I'll warn
breed their
Stacy.
winning horse?
So that's our Kentucky Derby. Now, we'll be there May 2nd. We are mostly there representing Three Brooks Bourbon. We use our Three Brooks Bourbon in the drinks that we will be serving there.
Correct.
Are we spotlighting any other information from our business there? Right, we're Freehold Distilling. this year.
We're there as Freehold Distilling this year, but we will be serving Three Brooks Bourbon. I don't know what's going on with Get Ready with Tea there because I don't know if they've decided that yet. But Three Brooks Bourbon is now in the restaurant, and forgive me, I don't know the
Blue
name.
Grotto.
It's not Blue Grotto.
Oh, they changed it.
Yeah, they changed. It's
Right.
they're now
Ownership.
serving. It's like a French steakhouse, which is different.
Okay.
It's kind of cool.
Le Steak.
It's something with an A. I don't know the name, so I don't want to like even pretend like I do.
A steak.
It's a steakhouse.
It's
Yeah.
David Lemieux
It's
from the
a-
Grateful Dead.
A steakhouse at Monmouth Park. So I don't know what the Get Ready with Tea plan is for that day, but we will be making juleps, and it may be the same three. We might throw a different one in there. I don't really know. We will be there with Three Brooks Bourbon that day.
I tell you what, Get Ready with Tea would be such a perfect beverage for that event.
It would.
You know?
I think we served it last year.
It would be such a perfect drink. Refreshing.
Different situation. I think we brought them to put at the bar.
But we weren't in. Or where were we at? I don't know.
I
I don't
think-
want to even like it.
yeah.
It was such a confusing because Blue Grotto kind of like went through a change last year,
Right,
yeah.
shut down for a little
Yeah.
bit, a reopening, redoing it. If you've ever been there, it's a cool place. They have that whole back outside part.
Yeah.
I've been to a bunch of events. We did. Didn't we do a miniature golf
We
thing? that
did.
one time?
You
Years ago.
and I did that a few years back before the distillery even
Yeah, it was
evolved.
years ago, but it was a very cool event.
Yeah, just to play miniature golf for charity.
It was almost like foursomes, but it was for miniature golf.
That's sweet. See, that's my
Yeah.
style.
And people got like, we were like, oh, we're gonna play next year. Like everybody's getting dressed up in like the old fashioned like high sock. Yeah, it was cool. It was
The
a really
hat.
cool event. Yeah.
Get a free
Everybody
ball
had like
suit.
their team got dressed up, so I hope they do that again.
Yeah.
I would
That's
do
awesome.
that for sure.
I would certainly throw down on that. Anything else coming up in the works for the old Freehold Distilling boys? What else we have going
There's
on?
so much coming up. I don't even know.
Other than our whole like business opening and all that equipment and permits and all that fun stuff and staffing. We met last night so we could go over resumes for a general manager. Is that posting closed now?
I believe
Still open?
it should be closed. But
Who knows?
It might be lingering, but
It might reopen
it's
at some point.
I believe, and you guys tell me, first round interviews are going to happen like in the next week or so.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yep.
So we are weeding through some of the documents that we received. We got some really good candidates. But if you are looking for a new spot as a general manager of a really up-and-coming distillery, send us an email, shannon@freeholddistilling.com. We'd love to take a look and have a chat. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of the big stuff we have going on.
Yeah, so I think the plan is hire the GM and then have their input for hiring everything else.
Yeah.
Like the bartenders and the barbacks and the whatever else we need.
And the
minus
chimneys.
the distilling operations, because we would be handling that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then hiring people from us. Like, we'll figure that out. But
Yeah.
this is just for the bar operations. Or the tasting room operations, sorry.
A lot of big stuff coming up. Any other events we have going on?
Scheduled? I think there is other stuff scheduled. I don't know if it's anything soon.
Yeah.
Right?
Nothing to announce
That
yet, right?
that one that Ian had got postponed. I posted
Right.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forget what that
I
was
saw
called,
that.
but it was a
Cigar?
no.
Police?
the chef.
The police one is coming up.
Fire people?
That's probably towards the end of the summer.
That's
The
Old Bridge.
Jackson Pig Roast.
Oh, right.
Oh, we have the
Old Bridge.
The Old Bridge one. I don't know when that is. John kind of just
Yeah, these
threw that out there. We have
these
so
just
many
came to us
follow
this week or
follow
so.
us on social media. You'll definitely see all of our
Yeah.
stuff. We have so many like kind of random ones. And as summer progresses, we start getting kind of thrown into the mix of things pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
Especially with the brick and mortar expected to pop off and open up, which is going to be great. Check us out at Freehold Distilling. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are also there with Three Brooks Bourbon and Get Ready with Tea. Anything else we'd like to leave them with? Any parting words? Another apple
Drink up.
crunch.
yeah, make sure you test yourself for apple.
All right, boys. It was nice to hang with you today.
Oh,
Good
For
time.
us here at Freehold Distilling Company and the Jersey Shore Spirits Podcast, thank you for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe on Spotify and YouTube. And don't forget, tell somebody to...
Eat an apple. Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yep. See ya.
So does bourbon, by the way.